getting looted. So I'm gonna just do one check to see. Hey, it looks like Instagram may have. No, Instagram is not. Such a bummer. Um,
I'm totally making a page, by the way. I'm gonna do it. Like I'm like, hey, if y'all love me, buy
okay.
me about this bottle. Just buy it from him, and just say send this to Angela Shelton, and he's gonna know what to. He's gonna know
So
what to do.
so let's get into it. There's a yeah well yeah drink loot and if you need regenerate, get regenerated because
Get
it really does work.
regenerated. I got
You
mine.
don't,
These little
you
packages are
don't
really
have to
cool.
keep
I've sent many.
you don't have
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna
keep
show it.
drinking you don't have to keep drinking peasant juice.
I got these little things. I love them.
Oh yeah, the regenerate
So
packs.
I've been putting them in my books. And by the way, I want to know what you think about this and what you want to add to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using it tomorrow. I
I'm
didn't
so
use it today,
excited.
but I did thumb through it. I love the fact that one day is on two sides.
Yeah.
That's great.
And
And
then
it
you
had a
like,
lot of stuff, a lot of check marks, and then it's the thing that's fun about it. I think is that you could it's like a game to see how many check boxes you can put in per day,
exactly.
and that could become fun.
Exactly.
Um,
So I wanted to just see the feel of it and how you use it. And I like the military time and the regular time
yeah.
because you get up at like 3 in the morning.
So you had so let's just it's for people that are coming in here or for people that are going to watch this on recording.
Yeah.
Give me the list of things that you've got on the list to talk
But I
about.
want to talk to you about. Okay,
Yeah,
ready?
and then I'll give you a few things that I want to talk about.
One is always elevating our health and like getting better.
Okay,
Thank you for this. This can get me out of asthma attacks. Buy a
that's
bottle
always
of me and
fun.
send it to me now, please.
Hmm.
Right now, eyesight. I'm working on my eyesight, which is really hilarious. So you'll see me doing crazy things like this.
Back back of the neck, back of the neck, and
Oh, hey,
look
okay.
look around
Yep. And then get the sun on your eyeballs too.
on
The
the
white.
whites, especially
Yeah,
natural
that's a
sunlight on the whites,
yeah. So
whites of the eyes.
always getting healthy. Meat, water. Got my Mountain Valley water.
Yeah, I shower and that stuff.
And then, but here's what I want to talk to you about. Okay, ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Simpy dudes.
Yeah, they're ruining the world for everybody. Yeah, yeah, because a lot of women, I think, a lot of people want to be in control, right? So if a woman can find a simpy dude, then she can be in control.
Oh,
But then as soon
oh,
as she exerts total control over the simp, then she loses all respect for him, and then usually doesn't value that, or will just pull whatever resources out of him she can get, and then on to the next.
right. So I just start
So,
right off with I just want your resources
okay,
and
you just want
service and
resources.
resources. You can work and then get my time. That's it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but then the problem is that it makes it so. Well, I don't want to speak for you, but I would imagine that it makes it so that women are not attracted to that.
Women are not no, not attracted to men. No, no, not
Right.
now.
Yeah.
I'm very attracted to men, and there's a lot of men out there, but they're not where those simpy dudes are.
Mm.
Coffee shops and bars, is pretty much, and all the dudes that I wrote about in my book, like that we're doing this lifestyle, are not in coffee shops and they're not in bars.
I'm not surprised because I don't go to coffee shops or
Exactly,
bars.
exactly. You're not gonna meet you. You're gonna meet you out riding a bike. Do
And
you know?
it's not that I don't want to be social. I do. It's just I find most bars really annoying. I don't consume caffeine. I mean, I'll go to a coffee
Exactly.
shop for some tea, but because I'm not addicted to caffeine, I'm not going like 3 times a day to get another fix. So, it's a rarity,
And
not a
all you
thing else.
fellas that I follow are not on coffee. I'm
Really,
still behind you. I'm still behind you.
I'm
I need
not surprised because it feels like a dirty drug to me. It just comes
coffee.
with so much side effects and not enough positive effect.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I can understand if you're like dog tired and you need that adrenaline and cortisol just to exist, but you got to find the nutrition and the sleep so
Right.
that you're not dog
It's
tired
routine
without it.
too. It's
Mhm.
routine. It's the process. It's the ritual. It's the whole coffee making experience. Is
Yeah, I still like to make
so
espresso.
you're like,
I will make an espresso for someone who wants it. Because yeah, the routine of it is nice. It really
right.
is. And I
Did you
replaced
drink
a
that
lot of that with the
teas or something?
the vinegar, salt, lime, cinnamon that I do in the morning a lot.
Oh,
I'm currently out of limes. I gotta go.
vinegar.
So
Wait, hold on. Vinegar,
vinegar, apple cider vinegar, Celtic sea salt, lime, um, and cinnamon.
cinnamon.
Yeah, the
Cinnamon
cinnamon is
and
to balance
cayenne
the
are,
sugar. The salt is to rehydrate. The vinegar is for detox. I use Mountain Valley water, of course, and then I warm it up like a tea.
oh,
So, so
this is a
it
mountain Dew.
tastes almost like an apple cider or something because of the lime
Wow.
and the vinegar. It tastes great.
So it's
Salt, if you get the salt ratio down to your liking, because everybody's salt buds are different. It's great. Busts up mucus, gets your day started.
so
Cinnamon
really
regulates blood sugar.
uh replacing it. So replacing the coffee ritual with another
Yeah,
concoction-y making ritual.
right. Regenerate, and then in the morning I would recommend regenerate with cordyceps. That you
I've
can add
tried
that
that.
to it too.
I
I
put
think.
that in coffee actually.
What do you? Oh, see, have you tried just straight regenerate with cordyceps?
Hmm.
What do you think of that?
It changes the flavor just a bit. That's not something I'm going to sip.
Oh,
I mean, so I
it
just
depends on the brand of cordyceps. The brand that I use has very little taste, but yeah, I don't know. I was speaking of the effects, not necessarily the taste.
oh, yes, it does give like a better than a coffee. Yeah,
That's
100.
how I feel about cordyceps. If I need
Right,
to
right.
get moving and I'm not moving, cordyceps with some blood flow boosters.
It is so the routine. That's what it is. It is the routine, the routine.
Yeah.
So with the yoga, to try to get the routine of yoga into my life, I literally have put yoga mats everywhere. And I
Mm.
have this like little funny game I do with myself and also my kid that like when you hit a mat, you gotta get into a position. And
You
it
know, the
feels
yoga
funny too.
teacher yesterday said that to me too. She said, or not to me directly, but to the class. She was like, just do a downward dog in a child's pose. And that's
Just
typically
randomly.
enough to get started doing some other stuff. So,
Or dog.
downward dog, child's pose.
Or dog child's pose. Okay. Hey, I've been wearing these. I feel like I'm getting ahead of the game because I can totally feel it. And there
What
was
brand are you using for that?
well, I don't know. I got them at Walmart. They're about $10 and something cents.
Yeah, I'm using Chirp brand, and it's awful. Like, I need to get a better.
These are, I sorry, I'm going to hell. I got it at Walmart. It's under
Yeah.
$11, and they're cool because you have the little straps.
Hmm.
See, I want this made into a jacket that's got bulletproof all down through here, and it like frames your boobies like sexy style, like Mad Max motorcycle jacket that's
Yeah.
bulletproof, but it's
Yeah.
also got your like harness in it. Hey,
Yeah.
Gene.
I'd like to have it made out of leather. I think that would be cool because
Yeah.
the polyester stuff, which is the one that I have, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel strong enough. It feels like I can like defeat it with
Oh, right. Oh,
just strength.
I love my leather straps. Hey, Gene, do you like leather straps? Okay. Where are we? We were talking about staying healthy, and I looted
Yeah.
up, Gene. So full disclosure, I've had a sip of this. Ooh, whoops! Let me get
Saluted. Uh,
Just a little sip, a little one. That was too little. I want to
yeah.
talk about Simpy dudes. Okay, so
Okay.
there's more than one. So like Simpy beta dudes who want to dress like girls, who want to be spanked and told they're naughty, who want to be SPH.
I don't know what this
What
is.
the hell? It
What is
is
SPH?
small,
Oh,
humiliation.
I think we talked about this a couple lives
Yeah,
ago.
that's the BBC and SPH
Yeah.
episode. Hilarious. I'm doing God's work out there, folks. But speaking of, there are men, more than one of them, that have these presumably deep, dark desires to wear women's clothing, and I have known many of these dudes, and they also come to me through the sexy various sites I'm on, and they're like, please, like, can I, whatever, dress like a girl or be seen like this, and honestly, my answer is like, go ahead, like, do that at your work. Come out, like that. Why have it be such a secret that now that it's become a deviant thing, and then the deviant thing is twisted into other deviant things, like meeting up and doing other things with other dudes, and then putting plastic stuff up your butt. Well, I mean, just like, here's my lecture when it comes to that. What are you doing? You want a spanking? I'll give you a spanking. What the hell? Like, you need to get a job. You need to go to Jesus. You need to get your time. Like, what the hell are you doing with your time for real?
I mean, I don't know. I would imagine that all of that stems from them watching too much porn.
Well,
I
also,
mean, corn that is.
well, also flip it. If you really want to go deep and dark, you were played, dude. You were played with your. If you look at it like a war move, like you got attacked and you took the bullet, and now they won. The ones who intentionally did that to you, to poison your food and your mind and emasculate you, and you never got help for that child crap that happened when you were little, and now look at you.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, am I horrible or is it true?
I just don't think that that's gonna get through to somebody that's doing that. But I don't have the experience you do with it because
kitty. They're short on gray matter. Yeah, I want a regular heterosexual man. They're out there, Gene. They're just not in Los Angeles. I mean, they're out there. I meet a lot of dudes, Sean. Like, there's a lot of good men. Like, I want to be out there like, y'all, what you're seeing on the media ain't true. Like, people get along, and there's actually some really good, healthy people out there. It's just we're being.
I think a lot of guys, though, have just kind of removed themselves from the whole dating scene.
Oh, true. And they're a little depressed slightly. Those dudes, like, lonely.
Yeah. I mean, I know multiple guys that are just like, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, essentially, meaning the amount of effort they have to put in.
And a lot of guys complain that they do hit any kind of effort, and the girl has an only. And it's like all about getting, making money. And I was like, girl, I don't judge. She's trying to pay her rent. I mean,
there was I saw it on X, I think it was formerly known as Twitter, where a teacher was saying that it was some book that somebody was wanting to ban. And the teacher's retort was that it was either the majority, I think the term she used was the majority of the girls in that school were sex workers. Yeah. Yeah. So her retort was, well, we need this book to educate them because the majority of them are sex workers.
What the?
Yeah, I was like, wow. And then I was like thinking about it, I was like, okay, so you're a young person in this world, and you take some photos, and people are sending you thousands of dollars.
Where?
For taking photos. Or you can go like get a job for, $12 an hour.
Right. Or you could take pictures of your feet.
Yeah, I mean, I hear that joke from a lot of people. Then I hear that joke from people that have actually tried, and apparently there's not money in feet
I
pics.
know. I'm like, hey, I got some good feet. I have like little feet puppets. I put them on the toes, and I was like, how is this? I love you. Ooh.
Was that lucrative for you? Did that make you the money?
No, but it made me laugh. And
Oh, that's worth it then.
then it was so funny. I love my sense of humor.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
I seldom find a woman that appeals to me. Absolutely not worth the effort. That's so sad. I mean, but I understand though. Hey Dale, so I put out feet videos with like little puppets on them, and I was filming it, and then my mom walked in, and I was like, "Sorry guys, gotta go. Mom's here." It's so funny. Oh God, I should just do comedy. See, Dale is confirming. Dale, I also had some of this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird time. You know, it's a
We're
weird
talking
thing.
about Simpy Dude.
All of the poisoning, you know, the stuff they're spraying us on us, the barium, the strontium, the aluminum,
and the stuff in
experimental
food.
gene therapy, all of the cricket protein, and you know, it's if you are overfilled with inflammation, what happens is it shuts down one of your neural networks. If you live in too much fear, it shuts down one of your neural networks, and that the neural network that shuts down is the one that connects you to consciousness, to the one consciousness. That's why fear is such a tool, and that's why and I was talking about this the other night, I think on Tuesday Truth with Joshua Payne, who's a classically trained opera singer, actor. We did a podcast last Tuesday.
Nice. Where's this guy? Oh.
And he, you know, got off into the Bible, and I said, well, you know, one of the, you know, lines that is so frequented in the Bible is, but do not be afraid. Like, do not have fear.
It's true.
And it's because it's in there so many times, because if you live in any kind of fear for a consistent basis, it literally is eating away at your neural network.
But go your way.
At your second neural network. It literally is eating away at it.
That's nasty.
Sure
but
is.
Go your way.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. You look up, but do not be afraid. That's going to be everywhere in that book.
Oh yeah,
followed by other words. Yeah.
I like to open it anywhere, and see where it falls on it. I have a fun time doing that. It's been often. Yes, fear and stress wears me out. Yeah, Gene. And like, what does that do for you? Being afraid, like be afraid is like kind of make friends with it, make friends with the fear a little bit. It's like, hey, you again.
I think you have to choose. You have to realize that that's the game that we're in, and that shuts down your other more powerful neural network. So you have to, by any means necessary, remove fear. It's like, you know, by any means necessary, you have to feed yourself, your organism properly in order for that neural network to
Oops, I don't do that right. Yeah, I'm working on it. I mean, hey, Gene, it's the Bible.
It's not perfection. We don't have to.
I thought you were going to say it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Not for everybody.
Gene says, what's the book? It's the Bible, Gene. My grandmother said, all you need to do in life is to read the Bible. And I was like, oh, God. And finally, I just read the Bible. And I started reading it. And she calls me, are you reading the Bible? And I was like, yeah, Gram, but my God, it's all incest and inbreeding. And I'm not even on page 30. And she goes, well, skip ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, the other thing is the Bible was changed in the 1600s when it became the King James Bible.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the potency was taken out of it because the king wanted to wield more power over his subjects, so he modified the book. So it would behoove people to go back to the older versions and, you know, read some of the missing books because it has been weaponized. But you know that
Hey,
it goes back to the Emerald tablets. Everything is in the Emerald tablets. Everything is in the Bible, but you have to read it with discernment.
I read
You
it
have to
cover to
weave
cover.
through um, the modifications
I
that
read it
are
cover to
detrimental
cover.
to the message of it. That's why I say the older versions seem to be more effective.
I read it cover to cover, and I could do a comedy about it called "Those Poor Little Lambs."
Hmm.
There's a lot of lamb killing. There's a lot of lambs that die. There's
I wonder
killing.
if that has something to do with it's the least inflammatory meat.
I could eat lamb. Actually, lambs like are good. I got to love lamb in Greece.
Yeah,
You're a total fan
lamb
of
is the
Sean.
least. Say what?
Oh, I'm a total fan of Sean, and then my brain goes into overload. Yeah, me too, Dale. Of what I've learned, and I think my application is probably not good.
Application of the knowledge.
What's your app? Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you
judging
know,
it.
it.
Don't
I
judge me.
remember when I was learning this stuff, it seemed really complex.
Just put
But
salt in your
once
water.
you
Start
get through
small.
it, it actually is pretty simple. A lot of the
Yeah, give your body
tenets,
minerals.
yeah, everything, you know. But there again, all the noise coming from our culture is designed to take us off the rails.
It's true, just like Krusty Kitty. Golly, that visual is just like, oh.
What's crusty
The
kitty?
EPA allowing wheat to be sprayed with glycomate or glycomate.
Glyphosate. Or
Fuckers, man. That was my science fair
gly-
project, Kitty.
glyphosate. Yeah, no, it's awful. I
Yep,
mean,
can disrupt fetal growth. Yes, damage the reproductive system. Yep, raising serious concerns about how the chemicals blah blah. Yes, this was honestly my science fair project when I was 12,
yeah,
and
and
I
that's
showed the mainly the dyes, the yellow 5, the red or the blue, are the worst. They shouldn't be using anything. They're terrible. And when I was 12, I did the research, and the yellow dye number 5 was the worst, and it caused birth defects. But you had to, like, I had to go to the library when I was 12 and go to the back, the big books where they look up, where they do like scientific uh, studies. Like they did this test, or whatever. And I read through those tests, and they sure enough say that it caused this birth defect in all of them. And it was like, how? That's crazy. And then when you see where they put it in cheap ice cream, in formulas. Oh my God. Like the things that pregnant
well,
women are eating and infants.
Kellogg,
You're like,
the guy
motherfucker.
Kellogg, the guy that designed Kellogg cereals, like cornflakes, designed it to harm humans' endocrine system.
Wow. I feel like I saw a drunk history on that. I want to do a drunk history episode. Wouldn't that be funny? What would the history be on the alcoholism?
Well, drunk history is a history on anything while drunk, right? That is
Yeah,
that
it's
okay?
awesome.
Yeah.
Christy.
There's a great YouTube that I've been listening to recently called My Lunch Break. That is
My
great stuff.
what is it? My lunch
My
break?
Lunch Break. It's about all of the old buildings in America that have absolutely outlandish histories. Meaning, like, you go to the Wikipedia page, the official narrative, and it's this building was founded in 1864. It was built by William Build-It Smith in 1 year, and then you look at the photos and there's a mud road going to it, and then like half of the first floor is covered by mud, and they're like, yeah, William Founder Smith just founded this building, and it was completed in 1 year, and you're looking at the building and you're like, that couldn't be completed today in 1 year. And then if it was just completed, why is half the first floor buried in mud? Well, it's because we're not the first people to build things on this land.
Oh,
There
right.
was a previous intelligent society that built a lot of buildings that were
What?
built better than
I'm
our
just going
buildings.
down a rabbit hole. Oh
Right.
my
Anyway, it says My
God.
Lunch Break. I think he's like on episode 75-ish, and it's plain as day that
Ooh.
they're lying about all of these old buildings. And then that's the thing. It's like once you discover an entity to be a liar,
Oh God, it's a rabbit hole.
but then how do you
Ooh,
then you have to go, okay, well, now I have to question everything they say.
yeah,
So it's
they
like,
say
right, so
it's
you,
working.
hmm,
So my mom bought these on the internet. She's like, these glasses you can see anywhere. Like you can see anywhere, far, near, and you can like if as long as you're moving.
as long as you move, okay,
You're like, oh yeah, I get you. Okay, I got you clear right there. But
all
then I
right,
can also see
that's
over there.
fun. That's fun.
It's the fun things I'm doing with my mother, who, by the way, I have walking around the cemetery now with her cane, but still walking around in the sun, doing a loop. And I'm so proud of myself. And that came from you, my friend. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was just
I don't
it was
recall suggesting you to tell your mom to walk through a
walk
cemetery,
around the cemetery. No, it
but
was you suggested that to replace the time spent complaining and in
oh
gossiping,
right,
to
yeah.
replace it with something joyful. I thought
Mhm.
that was great advice. I was like, oh yeah, that's actually true. And so I started doing that instead of getting pissed with
Mhm.
my time. Because like when I gave you this uh, day planner,
Right.
what I was doing is when you actually see a day, like your day is that you go over to your mom's and it's 2.5 hours, but what did you get done? It's that kind of thing. Like it's like when I started really monitoring my time, I became like,
Mhm.
hold on, I can't. I need to get something done. It needs to be productive, including our relationship and in body, mind, spirit in our own lives. And not a lot of traffic there. Quiet surroundings. Um, it's just funny. Oh yeah, the cemetery. Yeah, and we have a whole thing with the cemetery because she was just complaining a lot, and like confetti, like in gossipy, in like woe is me stuff.
Yeah.
And it would piss me
Causes
off. It
stress.
would really irritate me. I would like dread going over there, to be quite honest. And I was like, I have to do it. And
Right.
then we started switching it. We did regenerate together. We did loot together. And then I started switching the time and saying, okay, we have to clean up something, or we need to go garden, or, she loves plants. So I started taking her to a cemetery because she got caught by her, the building for the smell of something.
No. Wow.
And they were like, you can't do that. This is a federal building. Even though it's legal, you're not allowed. And so it was so funny. That was one of the funniest moments because I was
Well,
there.
because it's not federally legal.
Yeah. When I was there when that happened, like, Miss Joanne, we've smelled, and never mind that it's so stinky everywhere else in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, anywho, I started taking her on drives so she'd be outside in the sun getting
Yeah.
active. And the best place to go is a cemetery. This is a cemetery or church parking lots, which
Mm.
essentially the cemetery is a church parking lot. And to drive around cemeteries, it's great. It's great if you're a Pokemoner. That's fun. Take your mama
Mm.
and get some Pokemons at the cemeteries.
I didn't know people were still doing that.
And she could, yeah. Actually, there's about 10 years. I found it. Oh, nice. Hey, Natasha. Hello. Depeche Mode.
Hello, Natasha.
Did you know that I was in the Depeche Mode Queen video?
I I did, yes.
I think that's pretty fun. And what are you eating?
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Excellent. I
Mm-hmm.
had steak. Hey, babe. So,
Ribeye for when we're
yeah,
done.
well, I've been following this is what I'm circling back to my mom. I've been following your advice with health. And I mean, it's showing. Look, I'm even letting my hair be all natural.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? I met Martin. Oh my God, you met Martin Gore. That's so funny and random and awesome.
Who's Martin?
Martin Gore is in Depeche Mode. He's who I made out with in that music video scene.
Hmm.
When I was barely 17. Actually, I was barely 18. I was 17 and 3/4. And how was it, Natasha? That's awesome. That right there makes me want to get all dolled up. So look at me. So I'm getting better. I'm taking your advice. My mom's getting better. She's walking in the sun was my point. And now she's walking. Like she walked the whole cemetery. There's not this whole, I don't do that.
Mm.
I'm tired. I was like, do it. And it's in the sun, which is homework.
Hmm.
And it's great. So it's like, and that started with her moving here and having a stroke, which sucked. And then I mourned the death of my mom. It was like she wasn't going to make it kind of thing. And I had
Right.
to go to this long place away. It's about an hour away almost.
Hmm.
Twice a day I'd go to do it. And then I get like, she was cranky and mean. Anybody who's gone through a stroke or something where they get mean, golly, the old people, they're mean as hell.
Yeah.
And dang
When
it.
you're unhealthy, you're mean.
And she it was rough. And then so I mourned the death of my mother, and then she lived. Oh god. And then it was like,
Same
well,
thing happened to me.
she lived, and then then she got caught this, and so you know what? I take my mom to the cemetery, and I was like, you know what? I'll do this. Will be my mom connection. Even when you're gone, I'll like go on a ride around a cemetery and be like, hey, mom. That'll be my like little
Yeah.
fun. It's gotten her and she's all about the flowers. She knows all, and we have had the best time with animals. Like
In the
when
cemetery.
Yeah, because like something will show up, and like some random birds, and deer, and one time a coyote, and like it's cool. It's like
Yeah.
it's it's a great experience instead of sitting in the old age home complaining about so and so down the hall did whatever, blah 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 blah.
Right.
Blah. And I'm like,
Gotta
I
get the
can't
blood.
do it.
Gotta get the blood flow moving, and the walking is doing it. So that's
Yes.
fantastic. That's
He said it was the best video he ever made. I love him. Oh my god. I'd meet him today. That's funny. Martin Gore. So that sounds much common than the cemeteries I was thinking about. That's funny. I have a thing going to cemeteries. Some of my favorite places in the world are cemeteries, actually. In Milan. Should have. What are you saying? Clinton should have told them she didn't inhale? Worked for Clinton.
I did not inhale.
Should have told them I didn't inhale. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's funny when you
Well,
read comments and it's after the. I'm like, what'd you referring to? I'm like, oh yeah.
speaking of the Clintons, isn't it peculiar that Jeffrey Epstein ran both of Bill's foundations?
No way, really.
Yeah, he sure did.
Ew.
Yeah, well,
Y'all are gross
don't
out
call him
there.
Slick Willie for nothing.
Y'all are gross out there. But I'm telling you,
He
I
didn't
have.
have a painting of Bill in his office in a red dress for nothing.
Oh my god, for real?
Hey, you didn't know about that?
No.
In Epstein's office, he had a oil painting of Bill Clinton in a red dress and red heels.
Oh my god.
And he ran both of Bill's foundations.
You know,
Oh,
laughter is fun.
speaking of a current event that I wanted to bring up, and we don't have to spend a lot of time on this because it's a bummer.
You can't do the bummers. Yeah, Natasha, this is who makes Regenerate.
Mhm.
Okay, go on. I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm like,
Yeah, no, it's wonderful.
she hasn't
Please,
seen you
it
before.
really does help with getting GABA into the brain, which can open up that second neural pathway, which is the connection to the one. Yeah, we're on the brink of World War III with Iran threatening
Yeah,
to shoot up Israel.
sure.
And then they said if the U.S. helps Israel, then they're going to come at us too.
Great.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah.
Awesome. Love that. Love that, Leah. Just love them. That's yes, Natasha. This is the guy who makes loot. This could get me out of an asthma attack in under 5 minutes. It can totally save my life. Please, please. I'm gonna make a page. I told him when we started that if y'all love me, send me a bottle of loot. Just send it to Angie. He'll know what you're talking about. And then he made but if you want to get happy, you can also have some. It's
Yeah.
not made for asthma. That's just an added bonus.
Yeah, well, it's in low doses, it's an anti-inflammatory. It has CBG and a couple of different THCs. So, but then in high doses, it'll get you sophisticated. Some would say.
And then Regenerate, which is I have the big bottle, and then you get these little sample packs.
Mhm.
They're great. And this is the one that puts the GABA in your brain.
Mhm.
He's giving me Greg Allman vibes.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
He's the one, Natasha. Where are you in the world? Because he has Nashville City. He's in Nashville. He has Music City e-bikes that I want to do in August. We're planning a retreat that he has an Airbnb attached to it. So we're planning a retreat so we can hang and then do Loot and Wisconsin. I thought there's another lady doing events in Wisconsin. Yo, Gabba Gabba. Oh my God, Brian Shelton. Brian Shelton.
Brian
Brian Shelton. My friend Brian Shelton. Wisconsin. There's going to be an event in Wisconsin. The lady is putting together. So, hey. But he's in Nashville. And I want to do in August where we all ride bikes. Because you got the e-bikes. And do it where, yes, in August. Yes, it'll be so fun. But we can, you know how you've taken me on the ones at nighttime too? Like we do nighttime rides that you're just like, that is just so cool. And then I'll go stop at some good food. Probably Martin's. You know what I mean?
Martin's is tough to beat. I mean,
it's really tough to beat, right? And then do some, like go to the gardens, you know?
The gardens.
I might come to Nashville. It's amazing. Yeah, like do something besides just like where we stopped for a while. That's one of them.
Oh yeah, maybe Fort Negley or Shelby Bottoms or there's so many great places. Nashville is a wonderful city to bike around. It's really, it is really fun.
We need a Regenerate bar section in Southern California. It would be it's true.
I would love to do the drink program for a non-alcoholic bar because there are so many things that will give you a more interesting buzz or a more interesting feeling than alcohol.
Have you tried that mushroom tequila tasting thing? It like tastes like tequila, but it's mushrooms yet? Have you tried that yet?
I have not, but I haven't
either because I want to get some shit done. If I bought that, I'd be like, listen, I drank that mushroom tequila stuff and I wrote another movie.
But that's not actually tequila. It's
it tastes like
I have tried every type of legal mushroom and at varying doses from mild to very high. And some of them are absolutely fantastic. Cordyceps, lion's mane.
Yeah.
They will give you a little buzz. And then you can combine them with different things like kava. Kava is great.
You should basically.
Maybe the Regenerate kind of gives one like a little. It's kind of a little. I wouldn't call it a buzz, but.
I think this makes you feel high. I mean, you said that. Yeah. Oh, nice for her focus. She'll love this Regenerate too, Natasha, because
it does help you focus.
It basically puts you into your parasympathetic nervous system to where you're like you have clear, calm clarity. And I said, God, it feels like I'm high. And Sean was like, no, Angela, you just haven't been in your parasympathetic nervous system. I'm like,
right.
Oh.
Yeah, you're constantly in a state of stress, and then you get out of a state of stress. Then
this did it for me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even joking, and I don't do it anymore. Like I was. I'll do it like if I need it.
Right.
But
that's the other thing too. Like people say it's expensive, but it's it's 3 months supply. Or if you're in dire straits and you're doing the highest recommended dose, it's a 30-day supply. But then I think for most people, after they do it for a few months, or a quarter of a year, then you want to have it on hand just in case. But you don't, because it does get the GABA into the brain, and now you can do things to deplete it again. But it takes time, so it's really
right. I like having this bottle and then another bottle that I'll give away. So that when
you got the pack, you got a bunch of packets now.
I love these things.
Yeah, you can fit 6 doses in there.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, it was worth it for me because, strangely, this is actually true. I have never bought a bottle of wine since I took that first dose. I took at your house right before we went on the bike ride, which you rode
Oh, yeah.
actually. I never since then, never whenever that was. Where March or something? When was that?
Yeah.
I haven't bought wine. I've had alcohol, but I have not bought a bottle of wine. And I was definitely drinking wine to de-stress myself.
Yeah, there's a difference between having a drink because you're being social and having a drink because you don't see any other way to calm yourself down to go to
Yeah,
sleep.
like it's your like forced relaxation. That's what I
Right.
was exactly what I was doing.
Right.
Natasha, yeah, it's so powerful. Like honestly, this is expensive, but I'll put the link to
Well, yeah,
it's
but
the
when
one
you
at Nashville.com. Can you
if you
put the link?
consider 90 drinks, it's essentially like the equivalent of 90 drinks. So how much would 90 drinks cost you, you know?
Oh, right. Well, yeah, it ends up being like $2 a serving in here. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is good stuff. And you know what? I really like the beers, the frothy kind of like the
Yeah.
beers that taste funky,
Yeah.
and putting this in uh like tart cherry juice, ginger beer, and tonic water. And if you want to get crazy, you could take a mint or a basil and muddle it in that,
Yeah.
especially the basil. But with the tart cherry, ginger beer, and a tonic water, and this, and put like 2 helpings of it,
Yeah.
and put it in one of those thermos thingies that people are walking around with the straw, and drink that instead.
So people are putting wine in. So instead of putting the wine in there, put
Yeah,
that.
exactly. And it keeps the heat because when you take this, Natasha, it like a Moscow Mule, exactly. But with cherry juice, and then it gets you hot. Like in 10 minutes, you'll feel this heat go up your body. Like you're like woo as it gets the GABA to your brain. And when you sip it like that, and I make like a tumbler or whatever, it'll keep the heat and the clarity well, the clarity
Yeah.
already lasts a long time.
Right.
But it was
I
yeah,
think that method which you created is wonderful because what that's doing is that's getting more GABA into the brain.
right. I
Um,
need to do it more. I haven't done it in a couple I haven't done it.
Extending the heat would definitely get more GABA into the brain.
Yeah. Maybe I should do it right now. What'd you do on that show? I like this makes me laugh. I'm like, smells like my mama's house in the 70s.
Yeah, they're the Nacida L-cysteine. Um, that's a little sulfury smellish or something.
Yeah, it is. Hey,
But
you
then the
got a
Chinese
question.
herbs, the Chinese
Um,
herbs are kind of earthy.
Dale wants to know what kind of bike ride we have. Well, he has it already twice a day in Nashville. Go to his bike ride. It's Music City e-bikes. It's so
Yeah,
fun. And I'm saying let's do one in August.
right.
It's like 3 days. We bike every day. Like we'll be worn out, but it'll be awesome. And like you're putting a cold plunge in. You have that
It
retro
could be done
scooter.
tomorrow.
Like I'm like, shut up. I was like, the only thing I need is a hammock. I mean, what the hell? I'll bring my
Or a
unicycle.
hammock.
And then
A hammock back there. That's a good idea.
amazing. And then just a hang spot. And then we bike all day. Come on. It's like, that is
Yeah,
like,
yeah. The camper area would be a good hang spot, and then it connects to the backyard, which has the hot tub and the cold plunge.
cool. What kind of bikes? Dale wants to know.
They're all electric, all class 2. Some of them are class 3. Um,
What's that mean?
it's just the amount of power. Class 2
Oh,
means that it has a throttle so that you can take off from a stop just with your thumb. You just need that.
yeah. Oh, yeah, it does. And it's so fun because you can do it lazy style or you can
Yeah.
pedal and like really ride. I like that little BMX one. That's my favorite. The little one that you can like get a little air on and it'll pop
Yeah.
wheelies. That's a little
It will pop wheelies. Yeah, that one's fun with the red tires, red
I
wheels.
like that one. Plus
Yeah.
I love the boys. Speaking of the boys, circling back to this, how we
Mhm.
started this conversation, because I gotta also watch
Mhm.
my time. I got some
Yeah, me
school
too.
night. Sean looks so clear-headed. Yeah, like he is. He does yoga too. I wrote about him in my latest book, Natasha, and also why he is one of the reasons I wrote this planner to keep track of your day. And it's really, that's what I've been doing. But I've also been studying men, and I have a lot of stuff to say about men. And I want to talk to you, circle back to starting this conversation with the simpy dudes. I mean,
Hmm.
it is like there's, and I just got more, and it's the world needs so much love. The men need to own their own power much more. Yeah, because they've become soft, and it has it has emasculated them. What you doing? You reading?
I'm listening to you.
And it's like uh, it's intentionally emasculated them. If you know really what's going on, for those people
Right.
who,
You got to get rid of the strong men to take over a country. It's the Cloward Piven strategy.
yeah. So your voice is so calming and comforting. I'm telling you, you could sell like meditations with Sean. Am I right, Gene? Give me an emoji. I know you
Maybe I'll do a meditation.
like Gene. Pick up the bag, Gene. We've been working on cleaning up our shit. Because I go live on Wednesdays and we clean stuff because everybody's got something. And now that I've been working from this, like really monitoring your time, Wednesday mornings was reserved for like cleaning up something. Like
Mm.
it might be your garage, it might be uh, your utility drawer, it might be your Dropbox folders. It's like, and then always something while you're doing that, there's something emotional that comes up. Kind of
Mm.
like looking at the drawers of the boys. The topic comes up of brings it back to simpy men. But
Uh,
uh, Dale, hold on, says that can you please show us your angry face, Sean? I'm like, that's it.
mhm. It's right here. It's the same. Just if I'm angry, I get. If I'm angry, I get even quieter.
So funny.
Mhm.
As a person who was beaten as a child, like we're hyper aware of people's faces, and so like if you look upset, like already I've got like PTSD. Like people like, not I'm not the only one. I don't have it anymore, but
And
my
yeah,
favorite
see,
thing
it's
was
a
when
super.
I said to you, I was like, it's a little frown. I was like, I have this trigger that I think people are mad at me, and like I want to know like if you're not mad at me or anything, but you can't. And you were like, no, I'm not mad at all. I can't move the muscles in my face.
Oh, I can't.
So I was like, that's like the best healing technique ever. Like, listen, y'all, don't worry about what other people are thinking. They can't move their face.
I said that, or somebody else said that.
You did.
Uh, I did have a weightlifting injury that like kind of jacked up a little bit of motion
Woo!
on this side
I
of my
don't
face.
mean to make fun. I just mean
Yeah.
I just mean it's just so perfect acknowledging how people get messed up, worrying about what other people did or said.
Right. And then how many people worry about what other people think of them,
Exactly. Who cares?
which other people don't think of you.
Yeah, exactly. They're not
It's
thinking of.
very rare.
Oh wait, are you talking about my boyfriend? I'm just kidding.
Well, or it's or
Oh
well,
God. Whew.
well, also think about this. How many people are living in stress today, and with inflation is up crazy. It might just be that they're busy.
Right.
Don't
Hey,
take it personally.
yeah. Oh my God, Brian, you need to take the train. You would love the training I just did. This leadership training was so fucking
I
amazing.
always want to.
I so want
I
to
always
do it.
constantly ask you, because you always say how much I would love it and how I need it, but then I
I don't
can't
think you would
get.
love it at all. You would be like, oh my God, no.
I just can't get what it's gonna do for me. You just haven't. Maybe it's too complex.
It's not, it's honestly like you really you get to look at your vision of your life,
Hmm.
where you want to be, where you want to go, what you're doing about it, where the blocks are, what's the problem, like what's the problem, are you there yet, and what's something that keeps coming up and that's a repeat, and what do you want, like what do you want?
The blocks, I think, are such a huge thing for myself and for other people. You know, yeah, it's
This
one
stuff needs
part. If you can identify the blocks, then eventually you can hammer away and get rid of them. But a lot of people haven't even stopped long enough to see where their blocks are.
honestly, it's for real, and I hadn't looked at my blocks or obstacles or like stuff. I hadn't seen the reasoning because I was too busy in high function mode.
Hmm.
I mean, once my movies were off my desk, I was able to be like, okay, what am I doing? What's my goal? Like I want to do my show, my comedy show. Like, what's the deal? Like when and what's the big game plan here?
Hmm.
And then when I just started looking at like, oh my god, I have the movies and all of that work focus for so many years, and I know, like I'm dumb sometimes. I mean, but I was so focused on that and just not on my own stuff. And I did other people's projects, and then I had a studio, and then I was like, everything was all other things
Hmm.
besides my own. And then when I came back to my own stuff, I'm like, oh, well, this is a hot mess. I mean, it's a lot of awesome stuff, but holy God,
Hmm.
you know. So
Yeah,
it's
that's yeah. You can when you're in it, you're just running.
mhm.
So you're not really coming back home to figure out what you need to do and where your blocks are.
Natasha says she's all too aware of my internal blocks, but it's driving me crazy that I can't stop the external blocks. Many times they're connected.
The external blocks.
The
What would be an
things that
external block?
keep external block would be con artist, some asshole piece of person that messes you up,
Hmm.
life, the world, your paycheck, right?
Or external, like not having enough time to address your blocks.
Right. So like exactly.
Yeah.
The reason why you're good together is you have options. Angela gives me peace through her actions and personalities, but I want to try regenerate. Maybe the combination would be fantastic. Oh yeah. Reason why you're good together, you have options.
The regenerate, I feel like removes the need to need something.
Yeah, that's it. That, all of that.
Which would be why you have a bottom line.
Help me out, Hour. Help my ass out. Well, here's step one, Natasha. What I've learned the most from following the men, like following Sean, and I don't mean to say the men, but that's what I wrote this book about. Is like
No genders.
no genders, and then at the end, the last chapter is about a rich ass woman that I learned the next phase from. But healthy in body, because I've done a lot of healing. I could talk to you about healing, like panic attacks and all that stuff from all the trauma and recovery stuff all day long. But then it was like I wanted body health. Like,
Mhm.
I don't want to be in the, I didn't want to be in the social worker phase, if you know what I mean. They all look alike. They all have the same body styles, many of them, and like just certain moms, they all have the same. And if you look at their same body styles, you will also notice what they all are holding, and it's those big plasticky tumbler things with the straw. They all have them. They sell them everywhere now,
Filled
and
with
it's
wine.
filled with soda,
Oh,
usually
soda.
diet soda,
Huh.
and they drink at least one a day, and all that's what they all have in common. So it's like if they all have that in common, you should, maybe just remove that one part. Step one, remove
Yeah.
that, or put the concoction that I told you. Like I like that regenerate with the, make a drink out of it, so you drink it all day in your little sippy thingy, so you can replace it.
I like that. I like how you're keeping the burn going longer. I think
Yeah,
that's a
I
big.
like the burn. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm,
Well,
I'm,
I tell you what, the burn too. That
I mean,
also
shit.
is
I'm
rebuilding.
ready.
You can't even see. You can't even because it's camouflage. You can't even see.
I can't
Um,
even see it. Wait until my outfit comes out. I was having a meeting about all my shit today, and they're like, "Wait, you have an outfit? You haven't mentioned the outfit." And I was like,
No,
"Can't
you
do
don't.
my show without an outfit." Hell,
You go in camouflage.
and there's one version of it that's this super nice dark camouflage, but like as if Prada made it, like really
Okay.
nice
Like
camouflage. Like,
urban camo.
yeah, urban but chic,
Okay.
high
I like
class,
an I
very
like an
sweet,
urban
from
camo.
Romania. And
Da. Very good.
yeah, I can speak one sentence in Romanian, and you can't wait for this outfit. Do you know about this outfit, Leah, yet? Oh my God. Okay, listen, it's all in one, and it is a poncho, it's a cape, it's a wrap, like an after swimming wrap. It is an evening gown. It is a little like jumpy summer outfit with like little shorts because there's a place to put your legs or your hands. Like it is so multifunctional. You can literally move it into anything. You can even fold it and fold it against like origami and make it a little satchel. It folds into a pocket. It's a genius little thing.
Could
The
it be a scarf?
kicker from a restream check. Oh, hey. It's totally versatile. It's all in one. It's multifunctional. And here's the kicker. Ready? Because all my ladies who love me so much, and they come see me in a show every single time, or their backyards, which is what I prefer, you're going to laugh so hard that you're going to pee. And I'm
Oh,
sorry to say, you need to clean up after yourself. In this outfit, it is completely like absorbent. On one side, it will hold up to a cup, and I'm trying to get it to a pint. So it'll hold a pint, Messi. Like, so if you are a happy, sexy person, you know what I'm saying? If you
you just
uh,
use it as a tarp.
if you laughed and woohoo, or if you're like I coughed and you're like you're fine, you can have it as a blanket, you can have it as a straw. You're totally fine, and you love me, and I love you too. And on the other side, it is waterproof, so you can have it as a poncho. It's
Hmm.
like it's great for festivals. It's awesome. I wanted it for myself, and then as we started making it and doing it, the people are like, "Oh my God, this is one of those things that like you never thought you needed, and now you have to have one." And it's like,
Yeah, build the things that you want for yourself, and then surprising other people want them.
yeah.
That's you know,
So,
leading.
and I just
Right.
partnered yesterday with the lady who does the blanket version. Like she has it's like intentionally for the time,
Oh,
you
okay,
know, if it was a finger painting time.
okay, yeah, finger painting.
You love those types of items, exactly. So there's a small one for a little bit of fun, and then there's a big one that covers the whole bed. That is what I'm talking about,
Okay,
and that is coming, pun intended, with my outfit also.
okay. They
And
come as a package deal.
well, for her event, she's having an event in with me in Denver, so that's where I'm popping into these events. The little auntie visit, exactly, or auntie comes flying in. I mean, or she left some things and it's a brown day. Then you use PhD. All the products I use. I should just like
PhD.
PhD is that comedy, that place I did comedy that day. Remember when I was staying at your house? I wore that red
Uh,
dress and I did comedy.
yeah,
It was for
yeah.
a PhD, which are these little basically there's foam and then there's little like suppository things you can put up your hoo. And all it is boric acid. The lady's genius because she was like, the doctors are telling you, kind of like Tums, they're putting all the stuff up your stuff and it's creating issues. She's like, all you need for the, something ain't right is
Okay,
is boric acid. And
gotcha.
so she found this out and it was like she, made it, and all it is boric acid, and it's amazing. She's brilliant and it's awesome and it really does work. And I like it for them brown days when it's like, I don't know if you want to go out like that. I don't know if you're gonna make a new friend tonight. Oh, I wish I could just say it like it is. I might just.
Hey, We're on X and Rumble. You can say whatever.
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
It's just
Listen,
it's
here's
the
my
fact that we're
lecture.
still connected to YouTube is
My lecture to these fellas is, oh my God, get
Facebook.
a life. Get a life. It's brilliant. A woman who can wear a wonderful dress, leave a restaurant, and they can turn her into a pup tit. I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Dale. Or we could go, we can go down to the river, have a nice little time. We could go to the beach and have a nice little time, and it could roll up. So in my show, I'm wearing this thing, but I also at one point have like I'm like Huckleberry Finn, and I
Hmm.
want it like on like a pouch, like I've got it like wrapped. You know how Huckleberry Finn tie like whatever it's called. It's like a
Like a
pouch.
hobo bag where you
Yeah,
have a
exactly.
bag
The little
connected to a stick. Okay.
exactly. What's that called? The satchel
Hobo bag.
connected to a stick. What's
Hobo
that called?
satchel.
What is it called, y'all? She's
Uh,
dead. Natasha's dead. I watched a video and
hobo
every different
bag.
application looked amazing. Oh, it's perfect. So think about that wrapped in essentially a pile of rags. So my point is like life, this thing is like it's a runaway bag. Yeah, the runaway bag. It's either um runaway bag. That's funny. Exact. I got you, Natasha. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. I should do that one with the story of me trying to run away. That's really funny. Anyway, that's a good one. Ha! And the point of me wearing it is saying like our lives. It's like this one piece of fabric, and it can be a pile of rags, or it could be the evening gown. Like, what are you going to do with it? So I
Mm.
like give it like when I present it, it's like a present, like a satchel, like like some country guy out in the prairie wrapped it up and added it. I see it like on the side of a horse. It went on the side of a horse. It's like it can go anywhere, and it comes with a rope and a chain,
That's useful.
both of which are weapons. And the
Okay.
little carabiner that you can use to move any of the holes and you can buy a package of carabiners or just one.
Okay.
It's a little sword also.
Okay.
It's really awesome. Like it's kind of like this kind of stuff.
And it's a carabiner with a sword.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's like that's you thought it was brilliant. Yeah, so that's where it's like multi-useful and multifunctional.
Hmm.
Um, and then I've
Can you
met
use
the
it to like
people for your line of underwear. Like I
merino?
have it all. I have all the people you need.
Yeah, I want to do that merino thing.
Yeah, I know. So I was like,
Just
oh,
because
awesome.
people
So
need to get the polyester
off their
plastic off of them.
bodies. I know.
Yeah.
There was this
Especially on the
MLM.
nether regions and bits and parts.
That's There's the lady I adore her. She's making a ton of money, but on this one clothing company, they're wearing these yoga pants that are polyester, and I'm like, y'all should have that up on their thing,
Yeah.
up our next to it. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, then, and then if you were to
Sweaty,
line just the upper part with merino, it would probably be cost prohibitive because, that's going to cost more than the whole pant.
right? You wear my outfit, you do yoga. You don't need any underwear. It's also inside a yoga mat. Oh my god.
It's a yoga mat as well. What
I'm
is it?
literally gonna have
Can you
it'll be
use it
so
to like climb? It's got a
I
carabiner.
want that. I want that. And
Yeah.
also, if you need to get the hell out of here, you can use this outfit.
Yeah.
Climb out of
Gotta put a weight rating on the carabiners.
that's exactly like yeah, that's it. Like only up to
Carabiners
300.
rated to 200 or whatever.
300, you might be pushing it. Like
Yeah.
yes, like yeah, 200, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you? What I would really love is if you could also use it as a hammock. Then I'm like next level. Then I have like, hey, I'm at the next level. I love you very much. And
I,
then
you could
like
probably
all
make
the
it
stuff you do so
put,
much. You
put
do
the
so
holes in the
much.
right
I'm like,
place.
oh yeah. So does my outfit.
Is that helping you? The breath training?
It helps me make the kids laugh every time.
Huh. You don't think
But
that's building diaphragm?
100%. I've done it very little, but I have noticed a difference. And I'm listening to Dr. Artis,
Yeah.
and I started putting eucalyptus, like you said, and he said, and peppermint, and it's where it's like wafting in my face.
Yeah.
So I get like a I get like this misty bit.
Yeah, you,
I left this, and I've noticed a huge difference. Like I've noticed a huge difference. What I'm getting up to now is I got to get up to my stamina. Like if I run or something, or if I'm moving a lot, for me not to get to the place where I need my inhaler.
well, that's what that breath trainer is for, to make your diaphragm stronger, so that you'll be a better breather.
But you don't want to exercise with it, right? No.
Well, it is an exercise by itself, but if you're doing that the right way, it'll make you
Oh,
tired.
right. Oh, I see your point. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe if you need to make a running jump out of a window, it could be a parachute. Josh,
Now you're talking. Now, if you can do a video where you're like, where you know, with trademark Angela Shelton style, and then just like, and if something really, and then just run right out a window. You know what I mean?
because the whole thing with me, with like, okay, we're having these marketing meetings, right? It's
Yeah.
amazing that people that are like smarter than me know what the hell they're doing. You know, they look at all my stuff and they're like, oh, you are a variety show and a magazine, and that's the only way to sum you up because of all the stuff. Because you really do have lifestyle, sex, health, mental health, comedy, kids, cooking. Like they're like, that's a magazine. And I was like, oh my God, I love you guys. I love it. It wasn't at all Hollywood. Like, we need to know that. So are you a writer, director, or are you an actor? We don't know. We don't know. Which one are you? We don't. And it's like, you can be all of it. No lies detected. Like, seriously, right, Natasha? Like, no faces. Like, you can be all of it.
No genders.
And also, we all,
No rules.
have to get healthy in our body, mind, spirit. So, variety show is a way we can do all of this stuff, and then bring in puppets, like have all of it. And even my mom, oh my God, my mom stuff is so damn funny. And finally, I'm gonna have help. I'll just hand you my phone, and just take off all the videos of my mother, because holy God, is it just so funny. Just the other day, I'm like, you can just be talking. I should just go live, honestly, when I'm around her. That's what I'll do when I got my TikTok back. I gotta raise it up, y'all. It's at 400 now. It needs to get to 1,000. I can go live, and I'll go live every day with my mom. Okay, I promise.
Get back up to live. I'll join you on the talk.
So fun. So I'm gonna do it. And but she's the one who also gets me kicked off too. The very first time I got kicked off is we were in the cemetery. Like we were, because we go to the cemetery, that's our thing. And she's like, I got flowers. And I'm like, Mom, where'd you get those flowers? She's like, oh, I got them off the grave. It was over. The funeral.
And TikTok kicked you off because of that?
I didn't take all of them. I just, I mean, it was so funny.
TikTok kicked you off for that?
We got reported for hate speech.
Oh my God, hate speech.
I know.
I mean, it's so stupid.
Where's Netflix and why are they not?
If somebody's gonna be an asshole, it's like, let them let you know. Like, let's let all the hate speech out. You know, so then you know who you're dealing with.
Okay, Natasha, how about you pretend you're a Netflix producer and tell me what you want? That's what I want from you, because I say fuck all that and go around all that. I want to do tent revival meetings. I want to be in your backyard, at your church. I want to be in whoever's fancy backyard, and the rich people in town that bring my golf movie to the golf club. I want to be in, with the people in person, having events. That's what I want. And then we could film it like better than I have, throughout my years. I have, do it more proper like, but yet not still be like, we're in the backyard. That's where we're at. And that's where I love all y'all. That would work much better than Netflix. Right? Because it's like, then they might want to buy a compilation of all of those, and like a one night show. I finally am like getting to where I can take the admin off my desk so that I could finish writing the show, because I have it written.
Like an outline.
Yeah, well, I've got like, there's all my jokes and stories, and it's like also, but I also want to do performance too. So like I'm like mapping it out in my brain. like how that's gonna play out.
Hmm.
How- and not getting it too so because where I can go down the like rabbit hole of like making it too complex, like the hammer. Like you're hella see, that could be I love you, Natasha. You've seen my boxing movie, right? Like it's the boxing movie that's not a boxing movie.
It's not a
It's
boxing movie.
it's very detailed. Like that movie's like stunningly detailed, and I love every minute of it. Kind of want to do that with my show, but I would also rather and also with do my live events in person with people that because mine are like that's why I want also to have the loot and the regenerate because
Hmm.
I'll think because it's an experience for the people coming. It's not me doing a show. All I'm doing is like telling funny stories and preventing a space for you to have. You might roll around and cry for all I know all night, and you know.
I could see the Regenerate being great before your show. Well, either
Well,
one, but
yeah,
especially Regenerate. How I mean, you've done Regenerate parties, so you know what can happen
it's
when
great, and it's
multiple
like you
people
get
get
people
on
really like, yeah,
into their parasympathetic state.
super
A
cool.
bunch of people in the same room together.
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of what a lot of people like
that's
disbands
my
try to do.
superpower too, and I'm really good at like bringing the people together on the dance floor, so to speak. And then when I leave, you've now connected your community. So think about that, Natasha, because there's always somebody in your community that are like, oh yeah, oh my God, I love to have her. I love her. She's so funny. I tell funny stories. And then help with actual health stuff. I mean, this is great. And this is also great, great, great for all the bedroom stuff I talk about. Maybe I can get you to sponsor April 29th because I talk about you all the time.
What's April 29th?
Angela Shelton Day, where I'm taking all my trauma discussions and moving them into the healthy sex. My experts that I've had already recorded. Oh my God, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I got my two favorite authors. The woman who wrote, I get it for you. Hold on. Um, the sexual practices of the Kwadoshka. This is amazing, this book. And it also has,
Pointers?
pictures of things,
Hmm.
pictures of parts, female and male. You can find out what a woman is in here and a male.
Okay.
And then it's like having a horoscope. There's 9 different men.
Hate speech?
Yeah, there's 9 different male types, and there's 9 different female types. And
Okay.
you find, and a healing, amazing thing is to do it together to find out which one you are. I mean, that's hot as hell. That's a great date right there. Like, which one am I? Look at it.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
a nice thing to tell each other, and then you read about it. And that's I do readings. So I'll read you your who you are, and I've done that, and that is super helpful because it's like a horoscope. It's for your parts and your
Hmm.
sexual.
So just by the angle of the dangle, you can tell things.
Yeah. Yes.
That makes sense.
And the way the vaginas are and the vulvas. It's like whether everything, like how they like to be in life. And then this is the Women's Anatomy of Arousal. Oh my God, Sherry Winston, she's genius. This book is amazing, and it's also like my mom has like 14 million copies of this. She just gives these away. She's like, oh, when I was with Luigi, we read that as sport. Like so, it's like you're teaches you ways around the anatomy and how
Hmm.
it all works.
Yeah, get that to some of the betas.
Exactly. So I was thinking about reading it.
Okay. The whole book
Well,
at a live show.
well, no, because I mean, I don't want to do her audio, but I mean, or yeah, I do want to do her audiobook. But she has an audiobook you can listen
Hmm.
to. But I can read excerpts from it. That's what I should do, actually. I just answered my own question. Thank you. I didn't even have a question. I was sharing with you. But I got these experts, and I told them about regenerate and taking regenerate and loot and doing it together, and then getting in the and then doing the Nichols stop chasing pain massage on the lymph nodes, doing that in sexy ways with each other.
Hmm. Yeah.
is like, that's some good stuff right there.
Hmm.
That's like price of the ticket right there.
And then don't forget to breathe. While doing the things in those books. Yeah.
While doing the things in those books, yes.
Don't forget to breathe. The breath is the key.
Oh, I love it. Love you too, Natasha.
Well,
All right, bedtime.
I know. I don't.
It's a school night, and my
I
kids.
even had to take a nap today. It was a brutal twisting yoga class yesterday. I'm still recovering.
I'm not there yet. I'm not. Maybe this evening needs to be like, and then Angela starts doing yoga.
Oh yeah, maybe in the at next True Thursday.
I'll be doing yoga right there.
Yeah, or well, I guess there's no time like the present. You want to end on a yoga pose?
Oh no! Oh no! Okay. What am I? Oh shit! No, like nothing like being called out. Shit.
Yeah. So okay. So just the name of this pose is escaping me, but what I want you to do is so simple.
Okay.
Is you don't move that fanny pack out of the way. You don't. Do you happen to have a pillow, like a big pillow around someplace close?
Yeah.
Grab a big pillow. Perfect. Fold that in half.
Fold it in half. Oh.
It's a square, so either way.
Okay.
All right, now put your feet about hips width apart, like on the edge of the yoga mat. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now press through the outer edge of your feet, and then that might make you kind of feel like your feet arch up.
Okay. Yeah.
And then then right where you bend over, press that pillow so that it kind of presses all of your innards, all of your stomach, like into yourself as you fold over all the way.
Oh.
So then the pillow should be jamming like all your innards like into yourself.
Flat bit right here.
And just your hair. And then all right, then what you do is fold over all the way, pressing through the outside of your feet. Now it's a relaxing one. It's not, maybe the pillow's too thick, but you wanna, and then breathe fully in, fully out, and you can grab your elbows, or if you're more into the pose and flexible, you can grab your Achilles tendons and pull.
Like, this is obviously something Angela needs to work on.
You can grab your Achilles tendons and you can pull up, but pull up by bending your elbows.
Oh.
While holding your Achilles.
How do I come up now?
Well, no, it's about bending more over the pillow. But then when you do that, you breathe fully in, fully out. And what you're doing is you're pushing fluid out of all of your internal organs. So you're refreshing and revivifying the organs. You can hold the head too, that's fine.
Wow.
But the key is when you're bent over doing this, you want to be breathing in, fully out, and have the experience of curiosity while you're breathing in and out.
I'm curious, all right.
Especially on the in, because you're going to try to put air into different parts of your body that maybe haven't received air.
Oh my God, I'm curious why this floor is so dirty.
You can grab your elbows, you can grab the back of your ankles. The point is relax while you're breathing into that, and you're allowing the breath to go places that it ordinarily doesn't go because that pillow is not allowing you to breathe into areas that you would normally breathe into. Does that make sense?
Wow, yeah, I see.
Yeah. And you can do this pose, as long as you want. You can also do it without the pillow. You can do it without the pillow. You can also bend the knees, then straighten the knees. That's another.
Oh man. Woo!
Yeah.
After going through back pain, I'm so conscious of back.
Try to move. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, okay. That feels so stretchy. I feel.
Yeah, it opens up the back.
It's so stretched out.
With the leopard pillow.
Did everybody else do it? It sounds so interesting, Sean. You can make soothing audio. Yeah, I just got the guy today for mine. You can have them for yours too. Look at that.
Go what?
For the music for my meditations.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might
Because
need
I
that.
do these like walk-through guided meditations for the fellas to help them get off the
Corn?
porn and into from porn to purpose
Okay.
with the pee-pee, different kind of pee-pee. This is what they love. Oh my God, do you have this video somewhere?
That's on the OnlyFans.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we can do that. I'll teach you another move next Thursday.
Oh, okay. So now I have to do this. I got this. I got violin.
That's a pretty easy move, you know. That doesn't take much time.
That's making it. My hair's looking good. Look,
Yeah.
that's
Little
all
hair
natural.
Built-in hair flip.
I feel like I need to dress thyroid because isn't that if your hair is dry? Isn't that your
Well,
thyroid?
sure. You know, another place to
That's a
start.
different site, Jerovia.
Another place to start would be increasing fat intake.
Oh yeah, multifaceted, like my outfit. Whew.
All right. Well,
All right, y'all.
we're talking to you as usual.
This is awesome. This is fun.
Maybe I'll see
I'm
you
gonna do
next
one on
Thursday.
420 on
Thursday.
Saturday. Saturday 420.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a
Bunch of loot.
420 event because because it's April, y'all. It's Sexual Assault Awareness Month. You don't do that to anybody in April.
Okay.
And that's when my movie started traveling years ago. Was during April for this and for October for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So in 420, I'm starting a new annual thing of a trip with Angela Shelton. And this time I'm going through the documentary, but actually giving you the commentary of what happened afterwards and during that nobody knows, the full story, and bring it up to date of where I'm at and what I have learned since about surviving, about, getting into your parasympathetic nervous system, all the things, even regenerate, all the stuff I've learned to help really healing, not just talking about it.
Yes, and that's 420. And where is that?
Online.
Like
at iloveangelashelton.com.
on your website. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna so everybody can be together on a Zoom because I want to do a story time.
Okay.
I would really like to give other people a place to share. Also, it depends on because it's short notice, but I just want to start that annual thing because it's also so depressing. The month of like domestic violence awareness month, like sexual assault awareness month. That's why on April 29th, I'm doing healthy sex, after post-trauma. So from all that betrayal sexually and spiritually moving into healthy sex. So that's the conversation I'm having. And so far, everyone's like, thank you for having this discussion. Oh my God.
Yeah, like
finally.
Actionable items are better than raising awareness.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like,
what do you do? Like
breast cancer awareness, wear pink. Or
right.
Stop drinking alcohol. Is wearing pink going to reduce your cancer risk? No. But reducing alcohol.
That's a reason to stop drinking alcohol.
Yeah, and takes legal. But all right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, y'all.
I'll see you.
Bye.
Appreciate everybody listening.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Natasha. Make sure you're on my email list because then you'll get his stuff too.
Oh, yeah. Join the email.
All right, bye.
Bye. I'll see you.